Mr. President, I'm getting signals that your time is rapidly diminishing. You've been extremely generous with your time, by the way. Thank you. May I ask two final questions? They run as follows. In 1989, it seemed that some kind of decisive victory for freedom had been achieved.
Definitely.
It seems to me, however, it could be argued, well, Russia today, it could be argued, is less democratic than it was 15 years ago, say 5 years after. In Mrs. Thatcher's United Kingdom, her own party, the Conservative Party, has made an accommodation with large elements of the state. Here in the United States, the principal political movement at this moment is not toward freer markets, but toward bigger government. Would you have expected that 20 years ago?
No, well, I must say that, as I already suggested in our talk, the first post-communist decade was in this respect a very positive decade. The second is already much worse, and we are all of us, reintroducing socialism, reintroducing government intervention in all fields. Now it's not mostly because of the social ideas, social policy ideas, but it's now because of many other politically correct ideas, and the environment is one of the issues. For me, the global warming debate is another disaster which could lead us to a very controlled system.
Final question. We mentioned earlier that nobody under the age of 30 has any working memory of what the communist regimes were like. For your grandchildren, for my children, if you could reduce the lessons of the Cold War to one or two sentences, what do they need to hang on to? What do they need to understand and grasp about that experience?
I must say I don't know. I have 5 grandchildren, and the oldest is 12 years old. The youngest 7 years old. And 6 years old, and I don't know how to explain them. It's more the role of the parents than of grandparents, and when the grandparents are president of their country and don't have enough time to speak with them. Nevertheless, I think they
when your 12-year-old turns 18, you'll be out of office.
Well,
you sit this child down and say, listen, you must understand this about my life.
12 years old would now listen to this interview of mine and would try to understand what I was talking about. When I see him, I know that he is trying to do that already now. So maybe he would understand it.
President Klaus of the Czech Republic, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Peter Robinson for Uncommon Knowledge and the Hoover Institution. Thanks for joining us.